Good evening. Namaste. First, I think I should congratulate Dr. Bhandari. Very few of you will know that we created a virtual medical university called Medvarsity. He was the first vice chancellor of the Medvarsity. I'm happy today. It is doing a tremendous job training various medical people and giving them the future of what they can do in their profession, be it doctors, be it nurses, be it specialists. And today I'm very happy Medvarsity has taken a major role in one of the programs that Apollo has. Mr. Vattikuti called me today and said, "Sorry, Dr. Reddy, I'm sorry I couldn't come, but I'll meet you next month." But I remember the first meeting, as he said, when we met, and the way I understood that what robotic surgeries can do for the patient. I didn't want to take that decision because I'm only a cardiologist. So we called the surgeons, about, 100 of them. All of them, we could see in their faces there was brightness. So we took that decision that we should be in that. And I am very happy that from that day till this day, it's growing, and it probably will double in the next 2-3 years, because you have all proved it, saying that with robot, you can make a significant impact on patients' outcomes. I have seen them. I have seen ladies coming and asking me, "Do you have robotic surgeons to do for my cases?" And in almost all the disciplines, I think we do. Recently, we sent a few doctors for training, saying for snoring. They told me robotic surgery is excellent, so a couple of doctors from Hyderabad have gone to Singapore to get that training done. So we will have in almost every discipline. But I was telling Dr. Bhandari, what's close to my heart is oncology. This is a terrible thing. Most of the patients come to us when we have to do everything possible and still the results are not the same. But if this robotic surgery proves good, now has proven that it's very, very useful. If you detect the disease fairly early, the cure is 100%. So why not create an institute of minimal invasive robotic oncology institute? So this is my next goal. And you will all think in each of these disciplines. 3 days ago when they had this robotics for the colorectal surgery, the 3 institutes from US, UK and Barcelona, they met our Venki and they had a wonderful conference. Everybody enjoyed. It's not the enjoyment, it's the feeling saying, we as doctors can do very much more. When I thought of this, I don't know how many of you know, I started Apollo because I was a cardiologist. I used to send my cases for cardiac surgery to Dr. Donald Ross in London or my guru, Dr. Denton Cooley in Houston. I lost a young man, why, and left behind a young wife and 2 children. You know why? Because he couldn't raise $50,000. So I thought to myself, how many more families are going to be losing their dear ones because they can't raise this $50,000? So it was not easy then, because those days, medical equipment import was 370%, and the banks would give us money to build hospitals, and there's nothing like a corporate or a professional hospital that's allowed. So it took me time, but people understood that we will make that change, and we were sincere in what I wanted to do. And thanks to then government, the first hospital came here, and today we know what private healthcare has done by bringing these advances. Whatever is happening anywhere in the world, our wish is that we should give this to our people. Because simply, I don't know how many of you know, our logo now is "Life is Precious." Because some probably have known it and very few know that your life, price of your life. If I ask that beautiful lady, she'll say it's priceless. But there is a price. There's a scientist from Yale, he published saying a dead body costs $1.75, but a functioning body is $6,000 trillion. So if that's what it is, Everybody is very important. Be it Indian, be it African, be it European or American, all of us need that, and this is where we come as God-given gifts, saying if you can develop and give this technology to people, to whatever is available, which can make better way of treating them, newer ways of disease management. This is what I think we should continuously do, because whatever we have shown, Indian doctors overseas who have done extraordinarily well. That's what I believe, that when we started Apollo, we would have no problem. Now we all know, not just Apollo, all of the hospitals in India are doing a fantastic job. In cardiac surgery, I don't know the numbers. We have done 150,000 with over 99% outcome. There are equally a good number of hospitals who have done that numbers and done this and given it to our people. So that's the difference. So technology, I still recollect when we bought the first CT, I used to visit all these hospitals, CMC Velo, good hospital, Just Look in Bombay, All India Institute of Medical Sciences, to see what's good there, what is to be corrected. So I got very friendly with Dr. Mehta of Just Look. And when I ordered a CT scan here, he went on telling me, your whole project is 25 crores those days, and that 5 crores you spent for one machine. You are literally wasting India's money and your money. 6 months later he came and he saw and he said, what a fabulous thing. I wish I have money to buy this. He went, Just Look has no money. He says, I have no money to pay 5 crores. So I called Siemens. They installed the second CT scan in India was installed at Just Look on a 24 months payment. So now we see every single equipment. When we bought a PET CT, everybody said, what is the use of PET CT, paying that money? Today, hundreds of PET CTs are there. Hyderabad was the first one. Similarly, we put the CyberKnife here. Now, yesterday, our proton has arrived. So they're not only public, my own board wouldn't agree with me that I should spend 1,000 crores on proton hospital. I said it's not. Proton has proven that for some people that is the only choice. Similarly, I think if you can say for every surgery, there is a way of doing it better. It's nice to give better outcomes. So I think this is where the robotic surgery, which I am very grateful for Vattikuti Foundation, to say that we will promote and encourage very well. And Dr. Malhotra joining them gave a tremendous lead to take it everywhere. Thank you for bringing people, because everyone has the talent, but to give the right kind of support for them to use the robot and give their outstanding outcomes for people, I think is what we are particularly thankful for Vattikuti. You have now gone to this council. I'm sure not only 50, I hope India will have 500 robots in the next 5-10 years, because that's the need. We are 1.3 billion people, and 1.3 billion people need this. I remember we tried to make a hospital with Mayo about 7-8 years ago, that Apollo Mayo Hospital at Hyderabad Airport. Everything was agreed. The plans were made. They made 18 theaters in a 220-bed hospital and kept 5 robots. So anyway, the project couldn't come through, not their fault, not Apollo's fault, because our government promised continuously saying, Indian doctors are practicing anywhere in the world. They were not allowing foreign doctors to practice in India. The minister every time said, I never said no. Every time he said, I will get it passed. And it never passed. And they got fed up after 7 years. They said, let's forget the money that we've already invested. So I think this is where it is. You must know there is an opportunity. But what we need is we need the talent and the development of the talent. And believe me, India is not going to be the same. Already we have seen the huge change that where you all have shown in healthcare. But I believe today's government has a larger outlook to say, how can we take the entire population and say, make a significant impact? In that, health is very important. I always say this, we are going to face a big tsunami with the so-called NCDs. According to World Economic Forum, it's going to be a terrible thing. And India is already a diabetic capital of the world, heart capital of the world, cancer capital of the world. Do you want to sit over it, or can we say we can do something about it? This is where I think you will play a very significant role. If the people bring the awareness in people, early detection, and I'm sure you will send them home on the same day or probably the next day. That's what I would like to see. This is why I said minimal institute for robotic oncology. So all of you have come from good institutions, and the attitude that you have in making a significant impact in your own discipline is going to make it a huge influence. For that, all of us are thankful for the entire team of Vattikuti Foundation, and of course Dr. Bhandari, who has taken the lead to give these initiatives so that India can proudly say we do whatever that's happening. We've done, in heart surgeries, our outcomes are equal or better than the most centers anywhere in the world. Apollo became #1 in our transplants. In heart, heart-lung, liver and kidney, we are #1. Who overtook Mayo in 2015. When I went there, they gave me a bunch of flowers. Dr. Reddy, this is for you to overtaking us. That is the skills that we have. What is needed is, how can we bring and make every one of us focus ourselves saying, this is not what I want, my goals are there. So if each of you do this, it will not only you will enjoy it, the people who are following you will enjoy it, and most importantly, will be proud that Indian healthcare is a major thing. I have a vision. I wrote that vision. I hope you all support it, and in your own way. I'm going to take it up very seriously. Heal in India. We're talking about made in India. I said heal in India is a program which I think we all should think is possible, because our outcomes today in everything is the same. Our costs are less than 10% of the international cost, and then we give what you can't buy with $1, the care and compassion. With these three things put together, it's a $100 billion industry, the medical tourism as it is called. Today we get only $2 billion out of it. That's because other countries have published saying, we are great. Thailand said, we are great, they get 400,000 people. Singapore said, Singapore medicine, and their target was 3 million, they achieved that 3 million. Similarly, Malaysia did. South Korea very recently started that program, and they've already become one of the leaders in treating this. In Germany, again, attracts a large number of people by giving free visas as they arrive. So we are trying. We had so many bottlenecks. First, of course, medical visa, they said you pay 3 times or 4 times more. I told our finance minister, are you so poor that already a sick guy should pay 3 times or 5 times more than for a medical visa and an ordinary visa? I think all of these are being, on 28th, they had something. I hope all of you will support, saying, we in India are willing to face these challenges that the country has in healthcare, and we will not be second to none. That's the only belief I have. Because if you have faith, you must treat the people who have trusted us and come into our hospital, give them the very best. For that, you must have technology. And technology, that day's technology. Wherever we go, the other day when I opened Bombay Hospital, I told them very clearly that today this hospital is equivalent to any hospital anywhere in the world in the technology. This is what and technology continuously changes. We need to be up there and give it to our people. And you and I have that responsibility. As doctors, I think we have a role to say, they have depended us, they thought that, if I go to this institute or this doctor, he will save my wife or my daughter or son or whatever that was. I think we're capable of doing it, and I think the strong binding that we have will make a very big difference. So I thank Dr. Bhandari asking me to come here and share my views with you. My only view is saying, let's all work together and make a big impact on the place where you work, and most importantly, on the national scene. and the world will look at us. Because already they looked at us at IT. See what IT people have done? Everything that you do, billions or trillions of dollars are changing, and that's done by IT. Who did this? I'll finish by saying another thing. I went to Mayo. I saw their training center, the robots, what is it called? I was seeing it and I asked them, that 6 rooms, what does it cost? They said it cost about $7 million. And the guy next to me told me, sir, the software is made in Nungambakam. This is Nungambakam. Where you are sitting here is Nungambakam. So this is what they've all done. And let's realize that we've all got this spirit in us, and thank Vattikuti Foundation for encouraging us, giving us these tools to enable to give our patients the very best. Thank you all. God bless you. Again, my good wishes to Vattikuti Foundation, and hearty congratulations to Dr. Bhandari. I know him for so many years, but his sincerity and his approach is very direct. God bless him.